it, and hashtag 39 semicolon s. Been a long year since I, and number 39, VE done a Ring cameras video, and as it turns out people are still creeps, and a lot of new videos have surfaced. So let and number 39 look at some of them. This first video is a very real and grisly reminder that danger can be following you anywhere at any time, even to your front door, and it can be a lesson especially for women to be alert of your surroundings, especially before opening your front door. Music, 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 music. As you just saw, a mother, holding her infant daughter, unknowingly leads a man to her front door, and was mere seconds away from him getting inside as the man approaches the driveway. You can see him pulling up the mask over his face to conceal his identity, clearly with premeditated intentions. As the man walks up the driveway, the daughter takes notice to him, as the mother is still completely oblivious to the approaching threat. Luckily, she makes it inside and shuts the door in time. She only realized what had just happened after looking through the terrifying Ring footage. The woman made a report to the police as soon as she saw the footage, and what the police said was disturbing. There had been a series of reports of a brutal and violent rapist in the area who had been targeting women and children. It and number 39 suspected that he and this man were the same person. No sane person leaves their house with a full face mask such as this one if they and number 39 were not knowingly about to commit a serious crime and want to conceal their identity. The woman in the video just may have saved her and her child and number 39's life just by the skin of her teeth. If you and number 39 were not convinced of just how often this kind of thing happens here, and number 39's a similar video. A young college-aged girl is coming home, letting herself into her house. Not even 5 seconds after she enters the home, 2 large men step on the porch, and the one in front immediately tries to open the door, calling the police, get some people. Think the men looked genuinely confused and may have had the wrong house. However, the short window of time between the girl entering the house and the men stepping on the porch would have definitely allowed them to see the girl. You and number 39 think anyone who just tries to open the door to a house surely must know they have the right house, or at the very least know who lives in the house. It could also be argued that when the man turns to his friend behind him, he and number 39's making mention of the camera, and so he pretends to think he has the right house by sticking around and knocking asterisk despite the obvious screams from the girl inside. As she notices the men at the door, it seems they only run off after the girl starts screaming we and number 39 calling the police. They and number 39 recalling the police, get out of here. So unlike the first video there and number 39's number 100% proof of whether these guys had bad intentions or not, whether they were trying to grab the girl or if they genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there and number 39's no further info on this video if it is the second one. Still, everything about them and number 39's actions was sketchy in this video. On the other hand, what and number 39's going on couldn't and number 39 be more clear. In the early morning hours on October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple seen returning home. The husband is seen unlocking the door, and seconds later, as the man and number 39's wife falls behind, she turns her head to a gun-wielding suspect chasing behind. Music. She acts quickly and runs inside, locking the front door. The suspect then spots the Ring camera and hits it repeatedly with his gun, effectively breaking the device. It and number 39's. At this time that you can notice a second man there as well. The couple spent their night at a casino, and for this reason the wife believes the 2 men followed them home from the casino, hoping to rob them of any of their winnings. Fortunately, they made it inside safely. The suspect with the gun was identified by police as Al-Hussein Doctor, and he was arrested on October 26th. He faced multiple charges including burglary in the first degree, and he pleaded not guilty to all of them. With this fourth video, we move to something a little more paranormal. This was caught on a TikToker named Nolan Brock and number 39's indoor Ring security camera while he was sleeping on the couch. At 1:39 in the morning, he and number 39's awoken to the pantry doors opening and some kind of cracks or bangs coming from either inside the pantry or from the doors themselves with the fan running. The thought of it being a draft was in and number 39 out of the question per se. He ignored it and tried to go back to sleep, but for minutes later, at 1:43, this happened. One of the doors is aggressively yanked shut, and this officially removes any possibility of a draft being the cause of the doors moving. It and number 39's safe to assume he slept in his bed the rest of the night. This next video also comes from inside of a house instead of the front porch, and this one can play on one of the biggest fears of a lot of people, and that is someone lurking around your house as you sleep. In which Kansas, a family and number 39's Ring camera has captured some terrifying video footage of a stranger standing directly over sleeping 15-year-old Ania Robinson at around 2:30 a.m. on a Friday night. This was the footage captured. Ania said when she opened her eyes, she felt like she was in a scene from a horror movie, seeing somebody sitting over her, watching her that she didn't, and number 39 no. Ania rushed to her mother Angel and number 39's room screaming there, and number 39's somebody in the house, and after being jolted awake, Angel made sure her 2-year-old daughter and Anaya were safe in a room before calling the police, which a police responded quickly, but the intruder was already gone. And number 39. Likely the boy entered the house simply through the front door. Luckily the Ring cameras clearly caught his face, and using this footage, the police acted on a tip and were able to arrest a 14-year-old boy, whose name was not released. The boy faced aggravated burglary and theft charges in November 2021. A woman reported on Twitter that a creepy-looking man had been standing outside of her apartment almost every night for an entire month. She included a few of the videos caught by her Ring camera, and it shows the man creepily standing there for extended periods of time, facing her door at certain points. He can be heard speaking music, but what he says is impossible to hear. The woman resorted to posting this on Twitter after her complaints to the police apparently fell on deaf music ears. It was a few days after her initial post that she posted an update stating that her friends and family confronted the man, which seemingly got him to stop. Additionally, the post going viral prompted her building security to do an additional routine throughout the night. And number 39. Seemed to find her Twitter profile anymore, so there Dan, and number 39. Appear to be any updates on the matter, and in this last video, an El Paso resident Ring camera catches what appears at first to be a woman in danger seeking help at their front door in the middle of the night. But this may be a much more sinister situation than that. At first the woman appears to be in distress, possibly on the run from some man crying and pleading for help, but things start getting suspicious when she hides anytime a car is approaching. Is she hiding from a specific person chasing after her? Or is she perhaps trying to not be seen from any passerby? After the neighbor and number 39's driveway light turns on the car, and number 39's headlights approach from the right, and she and number 39's seen casually walking away, presumably to get in that unseen car. Perhaps because her driver was growing paranoid that too much attention was being drawn, so they need dead toe leave now. You can say that, and number 39's just a far-fetched theory of mine, but a month later, El Paso police arrested a woman who was charged with burglary of habitation. That woman was Krista Nicole Cordeaux. The woman in the video looks identical to the woman in this mugshot. The charge this woman faced is defined as the act of entering any building illegally with the plan to do something serious, such as harming the owner, damaging property, or stealing suddenly. The prospect that this woman could have been trying to trick an inspecting person into opening their door. And number 39. Seems so far-fetched as always. Keep your doors locked, and be careful who you open them to.